Well, I'm back for class 34. Yes, this is our last December fire safety series, and I hope you enjoy it. It's class 34, Records and All Storage Protocol. Quick quiz question. And by the way, this is Emergency Management Made Easy with Lauren for those who are coming on for the very first time. And there are 34 videos available for you from my introduction to now. And you can watch them as many times as you choose to while taking notes. And I suggest a notebook of some kind and whatever writing device you prefer. So let's get started with class 34 of the series, Records and All Storage Protocol. Quick quiz question again. The fire department wants to review our 2024 records in our business. Does anyone know where they are? Because I haven't been able to locate them. And some of the emergency team have not been able to locate them. So where are they? Let's convene a group. Let's get our team together and talk this out. And while they're together, let's revise our policy. And for those persons who've been with me since May of 2025, they will understand that we're the team, we're at the team meeting, and we're getting ready to revise a policy because we cannot find our records for review with the fire department. They're ready. Records of all fire drills will be retained indefinitely as hard copies, and use of hardware storage or other backup devices using our online computer resources will be used, our systems. We're going to start over. Oh, by the way, someone was able to find the records. The person who was in charge of the records, they resigned. So that duty was not passed on to someone else. And it was not discussed with the director or the boss or the administrator who meet with the emergency team. So, this is not acceptable. So let's go on. Fire policy drills will be revised with the fire department or other first responders. They will be at the table with us. They're waiting to be at the table with us now. We have to give them a date. Now that we finally found the records in a file cabinet, the file cabinet of the person who resigned. The local fire department and captain will be notified prior to holding a fire drill to avoid member inadvertently alerting them. So this is a drill. So we don't want someone who may be new calling the fire department and not letting them know that it's a drill. The fire department will be called 1 hour before the drill or as specified in their leadership, if they give us a time in which they are coming. The caller will say, "This is a drill. This is a drill. This is a drill," 3 times, and give the fire responders our exact address or where they are to respond. We have covered drills. Well, we really haven't covered drills, sorry. And certain drills are held at a different location instead of our building. And it depends on the type of drill, and we will eventually get to that. We will have a class on that. But if it's a very intense drill with many pieces of equipment and actors, and the actors will be a mass casualty event. It could be a bomb went off at a certain site. So we will need the fire department. We will need ambulance teams to show up. We will need people in place who can help us to act out this drill, this mass casualty drill. But we will get into that. That's 2026 work. Oh, we have lots to cover. So when the alarm sounds at where the certain drill will be held, and we know where we're all to meet, and it's, of course, everything will depend on who is invited to the drill, who will show up, doctors, nurses, fire department, whoever we invite will be at that site. And we will be at our designated location, not necessarily our place of business. So let's look at fire safety precautions as a review, especially for the new persons, before we go into the next segment. To avoid fire hazards in the building, occupants are advised to keep stairwells, hallways, passageways, and exits always clear of obstruction and combustible refuse. Trash should not be on the steps, should not be on the stairwells. Always keep doors and stairwells closed. Ensure that electrically powered equipment, especially coffee makers, hot plates, and other kitchen appliances, are shut off when not in use, especially at the end of each business day. Do not leave the coffee pot on. Refrain from using unsafe electrical appliances, frayed extension cords, overloaded outlets, and lamp and wire for permanent wiring. Refrain from doing that. And lamp wires. It's permanent, especially if they're frayed. They're damaged. Do not use an appliance if you are unsure of its safety or you do not know how to use it. Keep heaters clear. Clothing, paper, and other articles should be kept away from heaters. That's review. Pencils up for new people and older people who've been with me a while. Pencils up in your writing. And whatever you miss, you can always play this video again and again. Alternate safety procedures during shutdown of fire protection equipment and or systems between 9 to 5 or until closing time. We, our business, will notify the local fire, first responders, and businesses of any shutdown of fire protection equipment or systems for any reason, be it a drill or repair. This will be done by the administrators or designees, which is usually our training team. The alternate safety procedures during shutdown of fire protection equipment or systems will be posted in place of our existing notifications. If the shutdown occurs during weekdays, during day hours, staff will patrol the hallway once every hour or as often as feasible, but at intervals not to exceed 3 hours during such shutdown. The designates or emergency teams, maintenance staff will patrol the entire building and grounds during the fire drill. These staff persons will ensure that there are no conditions occurring that might constitute a fire hazard or a negative inspection by the fire department drill assessment team. We want to do it right. That's why we had to find those lost records. Maintenance schedule for fire protection protocol. Maintenance definitions. Pencils up in your writing. The fire protocol specifies requirements for checking, inspecting, and testing fire protection equipment and systems. Check means visual observation to ensure that a device or system is in place and is not obviously damaged or obstructed. Eyes on it. Inspect means physical examination to determine that the device or system will apparently perform in accordance with the intended function. Is the thing working? Test means operation or the operation of device or system to ensure that it will perform in accordance with its intended operation for function. We're in the weeds. We're going deeper, but some of the people on this video have been with me long enough to go a little bit deeper, so they're getting more. Record of all test keeping protocol. We're back to records again. The records weren't available when we needed them. The fire department's ready to come over. They're ready to do an inspection. We couldn't find the records, so here we are. Record of all test keeping protocol. We have a new protocol. We strengthened our protocol when those records were lost. Or let's say misplaced. Records of all tests and corrections measures will be retained, saved indefinitely as hard copies, and use of computer hardware storage or other backup devices will be used permanently. Staff should back up computers regularly to preserve data in case of an emergency. Every day, back it up. Save your information. All fire system maintenance will be documented for each business at every site locations. Records should be kept off-site. You have records in your office, especially the supervisors, business owners, whatever your business may be. You have records? Okay. You need another set of records at another location, be it at your home or grandma's house, wherever you need a backup. Especially if you're a very small business, you're just starting out, you need a place for a backup. So you will have records not only in your office, in your file cabinet or wherever, or safe, they need to be in another space in case a fire breaks out in your building or a tornado or any disaster that may happen in your location where they had to shut your business down temporarily or permanently. You have records elsewhere. I can't stress that enough. Be prepared. No matter what happens, no matter what the weather does, no matter what the situation is, be as prepared as you can be. Have a backup. Oh, matter of fact, have a backup plan for everything you're involved in, if at all possible. Due diligence. Take care of your business. Handle your business, your household. Fire drills at home, too, are important. I'm getting off script, but fire drills are important there. When you're in your vehicle, have the proper equipment if something happens where you are in a ditch or your car stops. Always have a backup plan. Okay. I know I'm preaching to the choir. You all already know this, but my job is to remind you. Okay. Fire department access. Fire access routes shall always be maintained for immediate use by the fire and first responders. Vehicles and kept clear. That space so they can park. Get in there. This is a local and state ordinance in most districts. Prevent vehicles from blocking the fire department and emergency vehicles access during emergencies by enforcing towing in fire lanes and near hydrants, fire hydrants. You don't want them blocked. Absolutely not. Maintenance schedule for fire protection egress. Get in there. Egress. Can we get in there? Means of egress. Maintenance measures frequency conducted by that person's name, line, and I forgot to add the dates. The date and their title. What have they done and what is their title? Maintenance and emergency team duties. You got a maintenance team? What are their duties? Are they robust? The smart people? Trained people? Experienced people? Have you trained those people in your new business? You hired someone for maintenance duties. What is the extent of their experience? Know who you're working with. Get to know your people. And also train your people, especially your maintenance team, because that's a part of your emergency team who meet at the table with the administrators, with the bosses. Small business, less than 10 people, you need to go and review that, especially the new people. That's small business, less than 10 people. You're sitting at the table, you're verbally training them, they're taking notes. Hey, they need to be trained and taught. And this documentation will prove that. Let's prove that. Note, report activity to supervisor, administrator, business owner, or designees at regular meetings. You decide how often your emergency team should meet. You decide. Administrator, new business boss, campus security team with the campus administrators, the head of the school, whomever. Let's look at emergency exit signs. Bet you worked a lot of jobs and never even thought of this. But if you're a new business, you're a business owner, pull up to the table and let's take a look. Emergency exit signs. All exit doors should be easily opened from indoors. Exit doors should only be locked from the outside. Inspect doors monthly. I say not even monthly. I say regularly. It all depends upon your position. Your maintenance, you ought to be inspecting those doors often. I'm not even going to say daily, often. Check doors in fire separations to ensure that they remain closed, as required by area laws and ordinance. Maintain exit signs to ensure they are clear and legible as required. Maintain exit lights to ensure they are illuminated and in good repair as required. Maintain access to exits. For example, corridors and exits free of obstruction as required. I got a thing about trash or boxes being anywhere near exit. Write that down, new people. Emergency lighting, battery pack maintenance measures. For the people who have been with me for a while, let's get down in the weeds. Let's get in the weeds. Frequency conducted by whom? Their name, title. And here again, I got to add date. I be writing these scripts. Sometimes, I forget things. Pilot lights checked for operation. To check if there is power to the unit as required by manufacturer or laws. Pilot lights. Battery packs. You're in maintenance? You probably know a lot about this. Or administration. Note, the emergency lighting system is required to be tested by a certified contractor. We're talking about maintenance of your building, maintenance of your school, maintenance of your small business, maintenance of your restaurant, maintenance of your parking garage, of your grocery store. Maintenance schedule for fire protection systems, equipment, fire alarm system. Designated staff should know the location of main circuit breaker, main water valve, and other major building equipment. All noted inspections are to be recorded in a logbook or other computer storage locations. This is a repeat. Can't say it enough. Frequency conducted by name and title, and yes, I've added it, date. Regular check, fire alarm, AC power lamp, and trouble light regularly. Regular check central alarm and control facility regularly. Regular monitor fire panel location in main entrance or wherever it is. The following regular checks shall be conducted in accordance with the manufacturer's recommendations. This is your equipment, your lights on, keep you safe. If a fault is established, appropriate corrective action shall be taken. I'm going to add immediately. Don't put it off, especially maintenance team. And maintenance staff, let your administration know if there are problems. Supervisors, someone has left, they were fired, they left your organization, your restaurant, your business. Please ask for the records. Where are the records? Or whatever else you may need from that person as they resign and walk out the door. There's certain information you need. May I add, before they get their last check? This is what I need from you. Not getting in your business, just saying. Example. Visually check the principal trouble lights for trouble indication. Green light indicates a system is working. Yellow light indicates the system is not working. Red light indicates there is a fire. Check the AC power and see if it's lit to ensure its normal operation. Note, the total system is checked monthly. The system is tested annually by a certified contractor. Portable fire extinguishers. Frequency, conducted by people as directed by designee or business owner. Regular, inspect all portable extinguishers as specified by the manufacturer. Maintain and test all portable extinguishers in conformance with the NFPA. What is that? The National Fire Protection Association, U.S., according to building codes in your specific location. In the U.S., the National Fire Protection Association is an annual check for businesses. This should be done by hired companies or follow local state or regulations in your community. If you're in Britain, I'm sure you have your own regulations for your fire protection. If you're in Africa, same thing. South Africa, same thing. Wherever you are, there are regulations. Well, this completes our December 2025 Red December fire safety classes. All of December. In red, we had fire at the top of our mind before we get into these cold winter months. On the FEMA level, they're doing training. They have information for you online. And I have had a December red red, 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 fire safety classes for every week in this month. I hope you've enjoyed them. And I hope you've enjoyed all that we've learned and discussed together since May of 2025 up to now in this 35th class. I've already begun writing the January 2026 training presentation. Thank you so much for your support. Please like and subscribe as we head into 2026. And by the way, I will see you next year. I have a class for you next week. That's next year. Oh, girlfriend is not playing. We are learning and growing together. As I'm training you, I'm familiarizing myself with what I might have forgotten. Like the date that the maintenance team is supposed to sign off on when they do any of these activities in your business. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We're doing this together. We are walking this walk together. And I'm putting it where you can reach it. I'm teaching it in a way you can understand it. I'm giving you videos so you can play them over and over again as often as you want. Oh, I am Pastor Bobby Cox, my former pastor. He used to say, he was peacock proud. So I'm peacock proud of you too. And I'm grateful to you for all 1,000 people who have signed on with clicks. I just need you to like and subscribe. That's helpful too for my channel. So email me at preparebeforeithappens@outlook.com for questions. And thank you all of the digital creators who have signed on and offered to support me in going to the next level for my videos and my presentation. They said they want me to go to the next level because they see the work as important. So I thank you for these creators. These are digital people. They want to show me some new things. They want to teach this young dog a new trick. And that's what we're going to be working toward, improving ourselves together for 2026. Merry Christmas again and Happy New Year. I'll see you next year, next week. Keep your pencils sharp and your paper available. Bye-bye. Emergency Management Made Easy with Lauren. That's me. Oh, by the way, you're the help until the help arrives.